I'm going to be building a complete random house from whatever state this wheel picks. Let's give it a spin and see what we get. Last video we got Georgia, so I'm hoping for something a bit more north, but let's see what we get. New Jersey. All right, that's a banger. That's a banger. All right, let's get into it. All right, so we got the U.S. right here. New Jersey, for those who maybe aren't from America, over here on the East Coast, Northeast, of course. Drop the street view man somewhere random, and if I get a house where I drop, then I build it. If I don't, I get to back out and find another one, so let's get into it. Hopefully we get something decent. I don't know. That's not a house. It's a cool field, though. I don't know about building this. Not gonna lie. What is this? This is in New Jersey? There's a Hindu temple, apparently. It's pretty cool. Very interesting that this is in New Jersey, but yeah, let's find a house. Not a house. Yeah, I'm not building that. Ew, man, these are kind of gross looking. I'm not gonna lie. You know, maybe we just back out here and don't build these, you know? I'm just gonna, you know. It's kind of fire. Wait a minute. That might be the house. Blue walls, stone roof, you know, birch door. Garage door is pretty small. It's interesting. I wish there weren't so many cars in front of it. It would be better for like the screenshot, but I think this is our house. Let's see if I can find better pictures for this real quick. All right, I can't really find a better picture of this place on like any like realtor websites, but I think this is our house. Kind of a banger. I'm probably gonna up the scale a bit because, you know, it's a bit smaller. So I think to get the details in, I'm gonna have to make it like slightly bigger scale. Maybe this will be a block and like 3 blocks and then 2 blocks. I don't know. I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna just get in Minecraft and kind of see how I can make this like front facade sort of area. Then we'll get that and kind of use that for the scale. I don't know what blue block would really like match the best with this. I think something like this is probably what I'm gonna go for, like a bit of texturing on it. It's a bit like less vibrant than this, but every other block wouldn't look great in my opinion. So I think we're gonna have to go with that. But yeah, this is kind of the scale I'm going for with this front facade. In real life, this is what, like 5 meters across, but in Minecraft, I'm making it like probably actually like 30% bigger. But I think that'll just kind of lead to a better build. So I'm gonna use blue wool here, maybe some other blocks, just kind of get the front sort of scale out here. Probably like a 2 block gap, maybe like a 3 block gap between these windows. I don't know. The windows have like shutters on them, which I'd ideally like to fit, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit those in. Unless I scale this up even more, which might be the move. But kind of something like that, I think. And how far does this go back? Yeah, if I can get the like size here, probably do some math here. So it's like 5 by like 15-ish. So if this is like, it's like 7 blocks here, right? That'll be like 7 by like 20. That is like kind of really big. That's kind of too big, I think. How would that meet if I were to bring this up with like slabs? Because that might just be too big, I don't know. That might just be like, the scale might be a bit too big here. And this would go to like here. I'm trying to work out the scale real quick because I might be making this way too big and it might look kind of terrible. So we'll go to here and this wall would start. Maybe we just go for it, I don't know. I think we just go for it. I think we just build it and we see what it looks like. Because it might look terrible and that's fine, you know? It's not the end of the world. Let's kind of extend these slabs over. I'm just use Worlder for this. All right, and then this goes up like, probably like here, I would guess. Something like that. All right, that actually doesn't look that bad. I thought it was worse before, but just because I made that go up too tall for some reason. But I think when we do it like this, it actually doesn't look that bad. All right, yeah, actually, that looks fine. That looks fine. Again, I'm just trying to get the scale out right now. I think it'll come together way better once I actually like get some details going and stuff, obviously, and have more of the house done because it's just a front right now. Yeah, this is like porch right here, I think at least. Like, this is what it looks like. Yeah, it's porch. And yeah, a bunch of windows up there, but I think this is kind of coming along pretty decently. I think this slopes back the other way the same amount. Let me check. Yeah, the roof looks pretty symmetrical, I think. So let's just kind of, actually, I don't know what to do here. Okay, this luckily is just the same roof, but lower. So I'll extend this over as far as it should, make it go down, and then I'll just kind of add this small section, which will come off maybe, what, 5 blocks-ish? Probably like 6 blocks. So yeah, roof section, and then a lower roof section of the same measurements. But yeah, let's get that in. If this is the first video you've seen in this series, by the way, my goal isn't to 100% recreate the house or anything. I don't want to be, you know, one-to-one or anything. It's just to kind of use it as inspiration, make something really similar, and kind of bring it to Minecraft in my own way. Sort of Minecraftify it a bit, usually. But yeah, if something's not exact, then that's fine. But yeah, this comes down to here. Bring this down. Obviously, I'll texture this side stuff eventually. It might just be pale oak or a different block. I'm not sure yet. But for now, just using white wool and blue wool to kind of get the shapes and just kind of keep the sides separate, I think, is kind of my goal here. You know, subscribe, by the way. You know, consider. All right, we're getting there. That's kind of like the main chunk done. And yeah, now we'll add this section over here, which yeah, I think will come out like 6-ish blocks. Let me see. Ooh, it's kind of like an interesting window. It comes out a bit. So like maybe a block or 2 on each side and 3 or 4 in the middle. So we'll do 6 for now at least. Yeah, 1, 2, and then 2 glass blocks in the front. So I think we'll need 6 blocks here. So let's just kind of do that. It's pretty simple. It's taller too. It kind of comes up to this block here. I guess slightly above where this roof ends. So we'll go to here. Oh, it does seem a bit tall, but could lower it a bit. I don't know. I think yeah, just the same roof as up here, I think. Okay, it is slightly smaller, but yeah, just stairs is me in the middle, and then, you know, it's like a block smaller on each side, something like this. I think I'm gonna lower it 1 block. I think it'll just look better. All right, that's kind of the shape of like the entire build about done, except for like this porch, which I think I'll just take in flush with that and then make it meet here. 1 second, something like this. And yeah, I think then that'll actually be the shape completely done, but I actually really like this. I like the blue. Kind of like a nice eye-catching sort of color, which I'm happy about because a lot of houses when you drop it, it's just white or like gray or like brick. It's kind of boring. So I kind of like when there's like different colors. But yeah, real quick, I'm just gonna fill in the remaining like kind of walls that I gotta fill in here, and the rest of this roof, and then we'll kind of get started looking at like details, where all the windows would go and that kind of thing, and then we'll see where to go from there, I think. All right, next up for this sort of back area, now that we have all the blocks filled in, there's like this sort of weird like patio sort of section. Like the roof comes out, but there's no like walls here. I can't really get a good view of anything. Like there's no wall there. I'm assuming it's maybe screened in, but it's definitely just a porch that kind of comes out to meet this at the same level. So I'm just gonna kind of get the best guess I really can of what that looks like. I can't really see it, but you know, I'll give it a shot. Something like that. I made it come out just slightly farther just because I think the shape looks better, and this is kind of a guess anyway of size, so it's not really, you know, too serious. But yeah, it's not bad. You know, I actually say it's good, you know, confident today. Real quick, by the way, if you're enjoying this video, then I actually have some news for you. For the first time, we have a 2-for-1 Google Earth video. Basically, I recorded another Google Earth video right before this one, and all the footage corrupted, and you know, I can't make a video out of it. So I have the replay file. So what I'm gonna do is on my second channel, Rowan with 3 N's, which I should leave linked below. Hopefully by the time this video is out, there should be a time lapse with commentary of the other Google Earth video. No live building, just, you know, me talking over a time lapse, because of course the footage is corrupted, unfortunately. So yeah, you know, consider checking that out. And yeah, let's get back to the video. All right, I think next up, I'm gonna get this sort of front porch area all in with the windows and the doors and everything. This wall is blue, by the way. So, you know, I was wondering. Weird yellow door. I guess I'll do birch for the door. Bamboo might be just too yellow, but we'll see. And yeah, wide window and a single window. And yeah, it just kind of goes flush into this. I'll probably make it up on a block because I up the scale a lot. So it'll look kind of weird if like it's flat, I think. So I think we'll kind of make the porch go up a block. Again, the goal isn't to be exact. All right, so I'm gonna do whatever I want here. But yeah, let's get that in. Something like that, I think. Then we'll have a window, I guess about here. Door will go here. Well, the other window like here. It's a slightly smaller window. I mean, maybe we just do not a lot of like granularity here. I kind of don't have a choice but to do that, unfortunately. This window is like wider and like shorter, and this one is like less wide and like tall. So like I can't really get the kind of like shape that I want in there. Maybe if Mojang would add a blue stairs and the slabs, you know, that'd be great. Blue wood, you know. Oops, block here. But all right, I actually like how it's coming along. I think it's actually looking pretty decent here. I don't even know what the next step would be. I guess we'll go around and kind of check where all the windows will be. Like there's a window here, which is going to be really weird because it's the curved one. But yeah, let's kind of fly around here and look for all the windows. Okay, so there's absolutely none on the left side except for this, which I'll get in real quick, I guess. I'll just put one glass block there for that one probably. Then on the right side, we have one window just left of the center. And there's a door there too. And then on the back, we have a lot of windows, which I'll get in. So there's 1 there, 3 there, and 1 there. So yeah, let's just kind of get all those windows in. So here's this one here. Then over here, we have a door, right like here. And right here, it's a window like that, I think. And then on the back, there's a lot of windows. There's 1 here. There's 3 here. I'm gonna assume they're kind of evenly spaced-ish, even though they're really not. Where's the middle of this? 1 here, 1 here, and 1 there. All right. There's 1 here. It's a lot of windows. Let's do something like that. And then we can't see here. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm probably gonna put a porch similar to the front on this part, but I'll do that in a bit. I can wait. All right, that's all the spots for the windows and the doors in. We're getting there, actually. I think next step, I think I'm gonna texture the roof, which is like a long and annoying process, but it's not like difficult. I'm just gonna kind of take it from like, wow, okay, there they go. There the blocks go. That was cool. Take it like kind of this sort of gradient, I think. Gradient is being a bit generous. It's basically just adding a bit of wear to the roof to kind of just give it some character. Yeah, just something like that to add a bit of like wear and variation to it. Because if you don't, it just looks fairly flat with just like the stone brick texture. We're getting there. We're almost there. We're almost there. One more roof. One more. Oh, two more. 3 more. Oh my god. All right, I'm finally done texturing the roof. I'm free. Freedom feels good. I can't lie. Now, I don't even know what to do, man. That took so long after where I was. I'm gonna texture the walls real quick. Just like put a bit of this around, just kind of break it up, because the blue wool is kind of too bright. But I don't know. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. All right, now texture the white. I don't know what to use for the white, honestly. Like, this is just a white wall. Pale has like a pink tint to it. So I'm probably gonna use white wool, concrete powder, concrete, quartz, not quartz, sorry, calcite, diorite, that kind of palette. Think. I don't know, we'll see. Oh, I'm yawning. I like that. That looks pretty good. It's not bad. We're getting there. We're getting there. This house feels like it's coming along pretty quick, though. I don't know if it actually is or not. My time is kind of... Everything's kind of blended together right now because, you know, my last video corrupted, you know, shout out that one, you know. All right, that's all the texturing done, basically. Oh my god, never mind. Almost all the texturing done. We'll put a couple stairs in here, just kind of break this up. We're getting there. I think the next step is to, I don't know. Think about what the next step is. This is what the next step is. Now, I'm gonna put the porch in the back real quick, just kind of like where I think I'm gonna put it. Again, this is just not something that, I don't know if this is real or not. There's clearly some kind of space back there. I can't tell if it's some kind of back porch or if it's like a screened in sunroom or something, but I just can't see it. So I'm just gonna put this here and, you know, it's fine, you know, textured a bit. Put some fences to connect it to the roof at some point, and then that'll kind of be it for it. But yeah, now I think the next step is to fill in all the windows, probably, because I think that's kind of the next thing that'll make a really big difference if I actually get these windows looking how they should. And then that's kind of like most of the house almost done. We got a bunch of vents on the roof, we got the driveway, the plants, a bunch of small details, some flower pots, some lights, gutters, that kind of thing. But we are definitely getting there. After these windows, I don't know if I want to actually do glass, or if I want to put like fences in there to kind of make it look like the dividers in the windows or not. I'm not sure. Because this is what these windows look like, right? So we could either just put glass there, or we could put something across. I'm not sure what we'd even use, really, actually. We need some kind of white trim on it, though. Let me think about this. I think doing this might just kind of be the move. Just kind of ignoring it. Would this look better with glass here? Kind of add a bit of fog behind it. I like that, I think. I think that's the best kind of window I can do here. And we somehow... I guess we just do that. It's kind of a lot of trapdoor, but there's a lot of shutter, so I'm not too concerned. Maybe this will look better. That might look better, just because there's too much trapdoors the other way, I think. Because I need the shutters in there, so I don't think that's bad. There is like an air conditioner here, though, which I do want to get in. Probably just like this trapdoor. Of course, the debug stick. I'll get the garage in, too, while I'm here. I won't be able to fit the electricity thing here, which is making me kind of reconsider some things. I could do something like that. I think that might be the move. It's not perfect. But I think having this here is more important, especially because there's a detail that goes through onto the roof. There's like a pole that comes up. So I think having that there is actually really important. So it's not the end of the world. I think I'm going to do another thing too, which might be kind of dumb, but I think I'm going to move this whole thing over a block because there's a little gap here right there between the window and the garage door. I just think it'll look better if I have it. So let's kind of do this. See, just like that. And that looks better in my opinion. All right, let's get the rest of the windows in. I think we'll just do like this very simple sort of way to get windows because I don't know, I think it looks a bit over detailed if we do anymore because we need the shutters in there. Something like that. I know there's more like wall compared to window in the actual house, but like I don't know how I'd really fix that. I could make these windows one across, but I think then it would look kind of weird because they are square, so the proportions are just kind of cooked. But I don't think it's bad. Yeah, let's get the rest of these in. I gotta stop clearing my inventory every time I place a block. I think birch will look the best for this door. Because we scaled it up, I gotta do 2 doors, but whatever. That's fine. Oh, it's decent. And then this window. This is the weird one that I'm not sure how to do. My idea initially was something like this. Which, I mean, yeah, I think that might just be the way we do it. We get some pale out, kind of add some support underneath it. Something like this, and above, and then we get the shutters, and I think that actually is all right. We could maybe get some extra shape here with this. That's not bad. I like that. I like that. All right, just the last couple windows on the back, and then we're done here. Again, I can't really see these, so I'm not gonna detail them too heavily, but you know, they're here. All right, we're really getting there, I think, actually. It's kind of just a lot of detailing stuff now, which I'm not looking forward to too much, but you know, it's fine. First of all, let's get some pale oak stuff out here. Get this porch. There's a support beam here, connects to something. There's something over here too. And then there's kind of something in the middle that looks slightly different. It looks kind of like metal, but there's no like iron bars might kind of look like that, but it doesn't quite look right. So we'll just do this. And then I think just take this like this here. That's not bad. Yeah, you can put a trim there. It's kind of in more spots, but like these like shutters, like other details kind of just interrupt it. So I can't really even fit them. Some gutters here. I don't really know how to get these in. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of go around and just add a bunch of like smaller detail stuff that I think will make the house really start to come together, and then we'll focus on more specific details. I think like flower pots and like the porch stuff. It was a door here. Should be an iron door, I guess. Make the debug stick out. All right, that's not bad for the back. I don't know. Let's put a door in. Why not? Couple windows, I guess. I don't know. Just kind of fill it in the back here, because again, I can't really see exactly what's like actually here, but I want it to look at least kind of finished, so you know. Yeah, that looks decent. All right, let's get like the driveway and stuff in, because I feel like that'll make a big difference. All right, so the driveway is actually like really wide. It's like as wide as like the whole front of the house, and it just kind of comes out a bit. And there's a path with like stone and then some plants, some mulch over there, sidewalk. Pretty simple stuff here. And then there's a lot of weird front details. Like there's this pole coming up, which is for the power, I'm assuming, obviously, based off where it goes. There's like this red thing, which I'll probably just do with like a red button or a red sign. Some plants hanging, a couple chairs, you know, air conditioning stuff over there, a tree, a flag. You know, there's definitely some stuff left to do, but we are definitely getting towards the end of this build, I think. But yeah, let's get the driveway in first. I think that's not bad for like the driveway. I don't know. It looks better from a distance than it does up close, I think. But you know, I'm trying new things, right? I don't plan on building like all of the sidewalk stuff. I'm gonna get like a sidewalk in, I guess. Just like really simple, like 2 blocks, sandstone, and then something like this. All right, we're getting there. Kind of a path coming in here somewhere. Let's get this kind of like whole front, just garden sort of area done. All right, like we're like almost done, I think. It's just a lot of like the small house details, which I'll get in now. Stuff like roof vents, this power thing that comes up. There's a small chimney on the left side, actually, which I just almost completely forgot. I'm gonna get that in now, or I am going to forget it. Kind of looks this color, maybe. Yeah, there it is, right in the middle, just kind of white. So I think I'll do quartz breaker stripped something, you know, pale oak. But yeah, roof vents, power, and then I think we're almost done. There's this thing, which I'm probably gonna forget, like a wreath there. A couple lights around. That red star I gotta get. I'm gonna forget all these things, but yeah, let's get those in. All right, I think with that, with the fence flag and all the other details, I think that's what I'm gonna call it. I'm actually really happy with this house. It's got kind of better view here. You know, get the shaders going any second now. Like, that's kind of fire. Like, you know what? Like, for this weird house with all these weird colors and windows and everything, I'm actually pretty happy with how it looks. Let's get a side-by-side comparison real quick, and yeah, then we'll wrap it up. Like, come on, I'm actually really happy with that. Like, that's kind of fire. Like, come on, like I kind of cooked. All right, let's be real. But yeah, with that, that's gonna be it for this video. You know, if you enjoy, you know, consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Of course, check out the second channel. I got another Google Earth video going up the same day, just, you know, different style kind of video, because, you know, recording corrupted, all that. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Join the Discord, join the Patreon, all that, and yeah, bye. And of course, as always, thank you to Sai, Aelic, Amirali, ThaMango, Luke7, and Tommi for joining the Patreon, and yeah, see ya.